And the liberal control over reality is ending. Slowly, the dam is breaking. It's going to take a while. Elon buying Twitter is a massive battle that has been won. Forget the polls. We can all feel the energy in this country. Americans are sick of watching Democrats dismantle the greatest country on earth because of their perceived inequities, which are mostly manufactured to usher in a larger, more controlling government via socialism. That's another part of their plan. Americans are tired of not being represented by the institutions in this country, tired of being trained how to act by the media and by Hollywood. Americans are tired of being talked at and not spoken for. All right, Blake Masters joins us tonight. Blake, it's good to see you again. I just want to start by saying that you're surging in Arizona, although we know that polls, it's tough to trust a lot of polls. They're skewed to Democrats, but you can't hide a shift in polling, and we've certainly seen one in your state. A lot of movement in your direction. What exactly do you think has happened in the last few weeks?
Not just in my race, but statewide and nationwide, too. I think we've started to see the dam break, right? The mainstream media, they've tried to push this narrative. They tried in August, September, oh, the red wave's gone. It's, We knew there was going to be a wave, because when normal people look around and they ask themselves, am I better off now than I was 2 years ago? Unfortunately, the answer is usually a resounding no. Like, no one's okay with paying too much for gas or groceries. No one is okay with this wide open southern border here in Arizona. And so as we get closer and closer to Election Day, people are realizing, hey, we got to make a change. And we're helping them realize that, right, by campaigning so hard. I'm doing more grassroots events, more media interviews. I'm definitely outworking Mark Kelly. He's doing the Joe Biden hide in a basement strategy. And that's why we're surging and he's just flatlining. Yeah, and a week to go now. I want to ask you about this. You're a tech guy. I just talked a lot about the apparatus that's been put in place by the left to kind of fool Americans into believing that liberal policies are much more mainstream and popular than they really are. And Twitter was one of the biggest tools for this. And they have just now lost that tool, as we all know. How big of an impact do you think that'll be on the culture in this country? Oh, I think it's huge. I'm thrilled that Elon finally got control, right? He immediately fired the left-wing executives. Lots of liberal tears. It was a sight to see. But, if you've been on Twitter since Elon took over in just the last few days, like, the energy has shifted. It really is great. There's free speech again, right? I don't want to kick off Elizabeth Warren or AOC. Like, let them say their dumb stuff. Like, it helps us, right? Yeah. We just believe in free speech. And now Twitter's been reinvigorated, right? It feels like 2016 on that platform. And so I think it's great. Of course, I don't think you can just trust that every tech company is going to have an Elon. And so I think we need a political solution, too. I don't want Google or Facebook to choose the next president of the United States, right? I think that task is up to the American people. So there's a lot of work to do politically, but I celebrate what's happened at Twitter. I think it's just good for free speech. That shouldn't be a partisan issue, but apparently the Republican Party is the only one that believes in free speech nowadays. Yeah. That's a sad thing to say there. Phoenix in Arizona has the worst inflation rate of any city in the U.S., 13% last month. Obama is going to Phoenix on Wednesday to try and stop you from becoming a senator. What are your thoughts on that? Good luck with that, right? Yeah. I mean, Obama he's a has-been. I know he's like the one semi-star in the Democratic Party, but I actually imagine it will just remind people how flat and boring Katie Hobbs and Mark Kelly are, right? They have to bring in Obama. It means they're really scared. It means they have nothing to do. Unlike President Trump, right? When Trump shows up in Arizona, man, it's high energy. And I think it dovetails nicely with Kari Lake and myself, right? We're dynamic America First candidates. And Trump reminds people of a time not very long ago when things were working. Yeah. We had a secure border. Inflation was 1.5%, right? Crime was under control. Yeah. Now under Joe Biden, and everyone knows this is basically Barack Obama's third term. It's all the same policies, most of the same people. Yeah. It's just a disaster. So continuation. They can try, but I think it just shows how scared they are. Yeah, continuation of the dismantling of this country, frankly. We don't have much time left, but I just want to get your closing argument. Probably the last time we'll talk to you before the election. Go ahead. I just invite everyone in Arizona to look around and take an account of how are you doing? Where are we, right? Do you like the wide open southern border with the unlimited illegal immigration and fentanyl? Do you like the rising crime in our cities? Do you like paying too much for gas and groceries, the worst inflation in the country? If you like all that, there's a U.S. Senate candidate for you. His name's Mark Kelly, right? He caused these problems. You give this guy any more time in office to rubber stamp Biden's agenda, they'll be much worse. But if you think you and your family deserve a change, I'm the change. vote for me for U.S. Senate. I will put Arizona families first.
I love it. Blake Masters, good to see you. Thank you so much.
Good to see you, Rob. Thank you.